Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And now running right through it. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Shut. 20.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lauletta after the interception. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Lauletta to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Lauletta. And Ingram holds it in. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Lauletta back to the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. In his own end zone, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they work.
And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Here we go. 120.
Now Wentz, I think this is going to be a free play. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Mario Edwards in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On first down, Loletta. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Loletta. Going up top for Miller. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air, Lauletta on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. There's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Ajayi. Room here to run. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. B.J. Goodson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And this one is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Here's Lauletta Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
This is Ajayi, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost two there, and it's third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Open man right side is Ingram. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Lauletta from the 50. Going for the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. He cuts right sideline and some space. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Go.
Now Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Here's Muhammad. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And Elliott puts this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back to throw, Lauletta. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. Great 15.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. He finds an opening past the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
On plays like this, where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. On third down, Griffin going deep this time from Miller, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. To throw is RG3. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's Griffin. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. Try to punch it in, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal lines.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the carry, it's Muhammad. They find some open field here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
56, check 56. 657.
Wins to throw on second down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now wins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. And it's now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Bengals. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On the move to his left. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Griffin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd down, Griffin. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Let's go.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now Griffin on first down. Push and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
81.
Wentz now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. So after the INT, here's Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. To throw is Wentz. And that is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And no, It's incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Griffin. And this is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Griffin. Open man is Miller. He's got it. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Escaping the pressure right. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Griffin will throw again. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Oh, Griffin's going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. A critical error there in a tight game to the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. They'll run with Muhammad. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
This is caught. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
2nd and goal from the 1. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. 81. He'll look to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Run. Black, come on.
He's back to throw, and that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Elliott now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Giants. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. And you know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up, no crazy plays, and they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0:05. That's all we have left here in the fourth. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Well, Charles,